Hello YouTube, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan, and it is my pleasure to talk to you about one of the 5 of the Moon Serpent and Bone October's ominous occasions. And I am very excited about this one for several reasons. Mainly, it's for personal reasons. So it just so happens that my late maternal grandmother's birthday was October 25th. And it just so happens that this particular Moon Serpent and Bone night market is going to be on Friday, October 25th, 2024. And I've already told the spirit of my late maternal grandmother that any assistance she can provide would be greatly appreciated. Although, as Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audio-visual person for my YouTube videos, would say, I voluntold mi abuela she's going to help me that night. So, yes, I voluntold her. Like, you're helping me. Mommy. I always called her mommy when I was a little boy, so, and nobody ever corrected me, so to me she's mommy. Anyway, so here's the deal with this particular Moon Serpent and Bone night market. So it is the official 6th annual Moon Serpent and Bone night market, or rather it is the official Moon Serpent and Bone 6th annual Samhain night market, and it is going to be at City Winery, Hudson Valley in Montgomery, New York. But again, keep in mind that I already know for a fact the Wi-Fi connection is strong and firm and stable. So I will absolutely also be available for virtual readings, phone, video, and email, virtual energy healing treatments, phone, video, and email. And I may even throw a surprise or two. You never know. But definitely, I will be offering divinely discounted rates at all 3 of these Moon Serpent and Bone night markets at which I will be offering my psychic services and my energy healing services. And I've already begun compiling the decks that are going to accompany me. I have to laugh because you know, I've had conversations with my life partner, and I've also had conversations with Tracy the Reader. There are 2 Tracys that are frequent guest stars, if you will, at the Moon Serpent and Bone night market. One is a reader, one is a baker. And they're both named Tracy, and they both are Tracy without an E. So even though I now know Tracy the Reader's last name, she's still Tracy the Reader for me. I do not, and I actually do not recall Tracy the Baker's last name, so in my mind she's forever Tracy the Baker. And it's so funny, it really is, because it's like, yeah. But anyway, that's just a massive sidebar, our tangent, and I apologize. So Friday, October 25th, 2024, from 6 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, it just so happens that the staff at City Winery, Hudson Valley, have become quite enamored of the Moon Serpent and Bone night markets. And right now, there are plans for additional night markets in 2025 at City Winery, Hudson Valley. So absolutely keep this in mind. And again, returning there, in fact, the very 2nd annual Sexy Hexes Psychic Fair and mini market is going to be there as well. I would have preferred that it was in the same building in Beacon, New York, but they didn't consult me. I'll get over it. It's fine. So yes, Friday, October 25th, 2024, 6 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. All the information will be in the accompanying blog post. So just keep that in mind. But if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I will reply as quickly as I can. Also, because right now the Moon Serpent and Bone night markets are the only public venue at which I offer my psychic and my energy healing services, these divinely discounted rates only apply for the Moon Serpent and Bone night markets. So this year you have, well, technically you have 5, but officially, as of right now, Tuesday, August 20th, 2024, you have 3. So always keep that in mind, because previously, if I wasn't in a certain physical location, you could still have a divinely discounted reading or energy healing treatment through those rates. But I'm only working with Moon Serpent and Bone right now. And quite frankly, I only want to work with Moon Serpent and Bone because right now, and this has been my consistent experience with Moon Serpent and Bone, I lose track of how many clients with whom I meet once the doors are open. I have had certain people who are very much involved with the Moon Serpent and Bone night markets actually recommend me to clients, meaning they recommend me to people who are attending, people who are vending, and even volunteers and staff people of those venues. And I want to tell you, that is a huge, huge honor and compliment for me. And it's been happening more and more in the last year. So it just makes me very happy. It's a huge, it's a humongous compliment, and it honors me, it floors me, it touches my heart, it touches my soul. And it makes me feel good to know that there are people who truly admire what I do professionally. And that means a whole heck of a lot to me. And again, there will be additional markets, so this is not the only one. But, I'm thinking back to an email that Amy sent me where she just wrote, "I'm insane." And, she's the good kind of insane. Some people are the bad kind of insane, like Donald Trump. Oops, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Oops. It must be that scream in my coffee. Or am I drinking tea? No, seriously. Yes, so working with her, but working with Amy is the good kind of insane. And I only see the good kind of insane because she only radiates a good kind of insane. But I also know that she really does a lot. She really does a lot for the vendors, for the readers, for the staff people at the public venues, for the volunteers who work with her. Her generosity is boundless. She is a living goddess of generosity. She truly is. And working with her is an absolute pleasure. It's a lot of fun. I meet a lot of great people, and I always do well financially. So anybody who wants me to work in their metaphysical store, anybody who wants me to work at their market or their public venue, just know that they have a high standard. But if they can bring to me, if they can deliver to me at least half of what I experienced with Amy, then I'm willing to work with them. I'm willing to work with them. Then if they're not, then I'm not. So just so you know, that's how it is out there. But for now, let me just say, I'm very excited. I'm very happy. It's so funny because I've begun mentally reviewing the different decks that I'm going to bring, the different crystal spheres. Well, actually, no. I usually only work with one crystal sphere when I offer energy healing treatments, but there is a specific crystal sphere that I tend to use with a goddess energy healing treatment with Hecate. And now that I have a copy of the Oracle of the Hecatean Path, written by Ken Payne, illustrated by Chris Butler, who illustrated the gorgeous Healing Light Lenormand, which I happily have, and I still need to buy his Healing Light Tarot. I keep forgetting that. Let me just say that I will more than likely bring that crystal sphere. It's gorgeous. It truly is gorgeous. So if people do want to connect in a goddess energy healing treatment with Hecate, I will definitely bring that sphere. And it's so funny because recently, like literally today, I learned that Hecate is an appropriate goddess to call upon for wealth. I'm like, bitch, shut the front door. Like, how the hell could I, Mr. Prosperity, the guy who taught prosperity classes for several years, not know this? And I mean, I'm getting a chill just talking about it. It blows my mind. I'm like, how the fuck could I, of all people, not know this? Especially because I talk about Hecate pretty often. And I've worked with her, and she actually got on my case recently because I was preparing to do a ritual spell for a new client. And at one point she said to me, and you're going to call on me, right? Because I told you the last time, call on me. And I said, okay, please don't smack me. Please don't smack me. She didn't smack me, but, you know, sometimes when she gets like that, sometimes you're like, would a smack be worse? I don't care if a smack would be worse or not. I don't want to get smacked. Listen, if I don't want to get smacked by a person, I certainly don't want to get smacked by a goddess. So, hello. Yeah. And my face is too pretty, you know? It's like, I don't want to get smacked, you know? Anyway, but yeah, so seriously, I absolutely now know that I can call upon Hecate for wealth, and make no mistake, I did say a prayer to her a little while ago. I'm like, yes, I have other bills, I have other expenses, and there are certain people that are going to ask me, what did you buy me? So you know, I need to make sure that I have money to buy them things before they even think to ask, what'd you buy me? Oh, I think I see a lump of coal. There will be so much information. There will be all the relevant information in the accompanying blog post. But again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And I just realized I'm looking at a timer that's not set. So I'm going to start wrapping up this video. As always, thank you to all of you in YouTube land for all the likes, all the comments, all the shares, and all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel. And an extra big and extra beautiful and extra bountiful thank you to those of you who have already scheduled your sessions. And for those of you who do not want to wait for a divinely discounted rate at the Moon Serpent and Bone night markets, you can email me directly at thetarotman@bluetiehome.com. It will be included in the description box, and I do need to tell you, I have already begun scheduling appointments for both September and October. So it gets a lot trickier after September. It's actually technically getting trickier now, actually. So if you want more information about my psychic services, my energy healing services, and my magical spellcasting services, or if you're ready to book, either way, send me an email at thetarotman@bluetiehome.com, ASAP and stat. Because if you want a certain date and if you want a certain time, you need to let me know, and you know what that means. As always, stay in tune with your intuition. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, not just with coffee, with water, maybe tea, and stay tuned for the next video.